All right, let's dish about condiments. In French schools, they're keeping a tight leash on ketchup, mayo, and vinaigrette. Why? Well, they're trying to up their meal game for the students. The rule is simple. These sassy sauces can't be just hanging out randomly. No, they must be served up with the most appropriate dish. It's all about making sure those kiddos are getting the best meal possible. Bon appetit! Did you know that chewing gum is a big no-no in Singapore? Yep, it's illegal to bring in any old gum. But you can get your hands on some special medical gum if you really need it. And let me tell you, Singapore doesn't mess around when it comes to gum. You could end up with a hefty fine or even spend some time behind bars. Maybe they'll really chew you out. So just leave the double bubble at home if you're planning a trip over there. Now in Victoria, Australia, you've got to keep it down during certain times. Yep, you heard me right. No loud noises are allowed at night when everyone's trying to catch some Z's. And on Good Friday, try to keep it quiet all day long. So let's be considerate and give our ears a break, shall we? Now in Rome, you can't keep your goldfish in a boring old glass bowl. No siree, that's considered cruel because those little guys need their oxygen flow. Plus, if you keep them in a bowl too long, they might go blind. And get this, you can't even give away goldfish as prizes. The law's got a whole subsection about it. So, if you're planning on bringing a goldfish along on your next trip to Rome, make sure you've got a fancy tank ready for them. Now, let's play a little game. Check out this picture. Can you guess where it was taken? Good luck with that. That chair you see is called a monoblock chair, and it's pretty special. You see, most objects give away clues about when and where they're from, like the shape of electrical outlets or the labels on your shampoo bottle. But the monoblock? Nope, it's totally what they call context-free. Crazy, right? But get this, these chairs have caused quite a stir. Now, some folks think they're the bee's knees, calling them one of the world's most perfectly designed chairs. Others, not so much. They say the homogeneous nature of the chair is disturbing and the real evil of globalization. And get this, in Basel, Switzerland, they actually banned these chairs from public spaces from 2008 to 2017 to keep the city looking pretty. But they're back now. One more thing you can't do in Switzerland is flush your toilet after 10 p.m. Oh no, wait! It's an urban myth. Someone posted it on the internet, and thus the funky rumor spread. But here's the deal. Taking baths at weird hours is kind of iffy. It's not okay to run a bath late at night because it's noisy and rude. But listen up, there's no way anyone can stop you from taking a shower between 10 p.m. and 6 a.m., as long as you don't hog the bathroom for more than 20 minutes. So go ahead, get your scrub on whenever you please. And make sure to flush the toilet, preferably with the lid closed. You don't want to have a germ convention in your bathroom. Uh-oh, looks like you don't want to run out of gas while cruising on the Autobahn in Germany. The authorities have put a ban on stopping your vehicle on the highway, so make sure you fill up that tank before hitting the road. And don't even think about taking a stroll on the Autobahn, because you could end up with a fine for putting other drivers at risk, not to mention getting run over. Hey, did you hear about the musician that was run over on the Autobahn? He B-flat. Anyway, stay safe out there. In Greece, wearing high heels at historical sites has been a no-no since 2009. Apparently, those pointy shoes can cause some damage to the ground and the architecture. So, if you're planning a trip to the Acropolis, you should leave those stilettos at home. But there's more. Did you know that high heels are also banned from Disney parks? Yeah, it's true. As much as we love our fancy footwear, it turns out that they can be a hazard in crowded places. So if you're planning a trip to the happiest place on earth, make sure you wear some comfy flats instead. Your feet and Mickey Mouse will thank you. In Canada, you're not allowed to use more than 25 pennies per transaction. Yep, it's true. This is all part of a plan to phase out the penny, which started back in 2013. So, if you're planning on paying for something with a bunch of pennies, you might want to think twice. Like in a penny for your thoughts. But hey, at least you won't have to lug around all that extra change anymore. Now, sharing memes in Australia is technically illegal. Yeah, the Copyright Act says it's a no-no to distribute anything that might hurt the owner's copyright. But let's be real, Aussies love their memes too much to let a little thing like the law stop them. So don't worry, they're still spreading those hilarious pictures around. Traveling to Guatemala with your kiddos? Well, just make sure they don't try to sneak any party whistles onto the plane. Yep, you heard that right. Whistles are a no-no in this country. Apparently, too many people were using them to pretend they were police officers. So, to avoid any confusion, the Guatemalan authorities cracked down and banned them. But don't worry, they didn't ban fake uniforms. Go figure. Just kidding. If you were ever thinking of bringing a wheelbarrow into Nigeria, I've got some news for you. Don't even try. Sure, you can totally grab one once you're there, but they won't let you bring it across the border. Why? Well, they're all about supporting their own manufacturing industry, so they want to give their local wheelbarrow makers a chance to shine. Who knew wheelbarrows could cause such a fuss? Now, if Tunisia is your next vacay destination, listen up. Before you toss in a pencil for your Sudoku or crosswords, let me tell you something cray-cray. Pencils are a no-go in Tunisia. Yep, you heard that right. But relax, it concerns cases of import only. It's a mystery why they're banned, but better safe than sorry, right? So pack your bags wisely and leave those pencils at home. Who knows? Maybe you'll discover a new way to keep your brain sharp on the plane ride over. Hey, guess what? China has banned time travel movies and shows since 2011. Apparently, the authorities think they're too accurate and could mess with people's perception of history. So, if you're heading to China, you don't have to worry about getting caught with a DeLorean in your luggage. But maybe leave your Back to the Future DVD at home if you plan on watching it on the plane. Trust us, you don't want to mess with Chinese time travel laws. Hey, did you know that on the beautiful island of Capri in Italy, flip-flops are a big no-no? Apparently, the locals love their peace and quiet so much that they've made it illegal to wear, quote, excessively noisy footwear, end quote. But don't worry, you can still rock your favorite pair of clunky shoes in the rest of Italy. Just make sure to leave the flip-flops at home if you're planning a trip to Capri. And if you do decide to break the rules, be prepared to face the consequences. Tourists have actually been prosecuted for disrespecting this law. So, let's all be respectful of the locals and keep our footwear quiet, shall we? Have you heard about those Kinder Surprise candy eggs? Well, in the USA, they're banned. Can you believe it? Apparently, the little toy inside is a major choking hazard. And get this, some folks have even been caught trying to smuggle them in from our neighbors up north in Canada. Talk about a candy caper. That's it for today. So hey, if you pacified your curiosity, then give the video a like and share it with your friends. Or if you want more, just click on these videos and stay on the bright side.